8564. Security upgrades. We have two bids. Cosmic Wagon Inc. KOZ ENY Wagner Inc. Total bid $1,787,087. Option number 5, $42,900. 42929.00.
What participation do they have? Thank you,
Commercial sales, Tyco Integrated Security LLC. CYCO Integrated Security LLC. Total base bid $1,432,873.
How many black people on that job? 0.
873.00. Option number 1, $192,588. 193,588.00. Option number 2, $286,014. 286,014.00. Option number 3, $226,764. 226,764.00. Option number 4, $30,927. 30927.00. Option number 5, $46,216. 46216.00. With the low bidder, please meet the beginning and holler.
How many was black? Nobody ever answered that question. Did we answer the question? How many of them was black? No answer. One of the sergeants, or the top sergeant.
Yeah, the microphone on. The order of business today, we will handle the regular business agenda. We will have the conditional uses. We'll motion for the conditional uses. We'll handle hearing number 8160. We will close the hearing. We will motion to accept the agenda. We will motion to adjourn. Can you please call the roll?
Director Scobie.
Here.
Director Walterman.
Here.
Director Best.
Here.
Director Rice Walker.
Here.
Director Gray.
Here.
And President Bradley.
Here, we have a quorum. We'll call the meeting to order.
From the President, plans and specifications for levy number 8567, concrete and brick removal, replacement, and complete sidewalk installation. Project number SP96. Preliminary approval for levy number 8560, Marquette Park Fieldhouse renovations. Recommends approval. Addendum number 4 for levy number 8565, Kings Highway Bridge construction over Union Pacific Railroad. Addendum number 3 to levy number 8560, security upgrades at the Justice Center. Emergency work orders issued for the months of July, August, September, October, and November 2014 by the Department of the President and Facilities Management Service. Recommends approval. From the President, Director of Public Utilities and Streets. Joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Wells Fargo Advisors for public improvements which include removal of portions of existing concrete sidewalks, excavation, backfill, and engineered soil, and placement of native plants in multiple microbial detention basins within the public right-of-way of Beaumont and Pine Streets. And St. Louis University for intersection improvements at 36 North Grand at Laclede. From the Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the following permit be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District for permanent easement to install a sanitary force main at 14773 Olive and 749 East Drive at both north and south of the Missouri Central Railroad at Howard Benz Station Road and Waterworks Road, and reconstruction of a section of Howard Benz Station Road. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action to repair hydraulics and suspension systems of Caterpillar backhoe 283415. Recommendation that the board declares as an emergency action repair, rebuild of backhoe mounted hydraulic hammer. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action labor and materials to repair 2 rotating assemblies for Howard Benz small high-side pumps. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action to restore and rebuild link belt truck cranes to extend its service life. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Charter Communications starting at the base of pole across the street from 1249 Macklin, will bore east in the rear of Manchester, following utility easement to the rear of 5231 Manchester. Charter Communications starting at a pole at 1000 Clinton, south to the northwest corner of Madison and 10th Street, turn and bore east on Madison to private property at 108 Madison Street. There, charter vaults will be placed along the route. Charter Communications, starting at the base of the pole across 3606 Arsenal, bore north 15 feet under the alley to customer property at 3101 South Green. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Franklin and Lois Little to subdivide land at 3411 through 17 and 3429 Shoto in City Block 2214. Lawrence and Marcella Brown to consolidate land at 5112 and 5116 Cates in City Block 4842. And Jamie Palmer to re-subdivide land at 2632 through 38 Lafayette in City Block 1320. From the Director of Streets, recommendation that permit for St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church to encroach with banners on overpass at Forest Park and Kings Highway August 3rd, 2014 through September 15, 2015. Also a thank you banner on the west side of Kings Highway September 9th through 18th, 2015. From the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry. recommendation that donation of catering St. Louis of approximately $41,948.35 in capital improvements to the Forest Park Boathouse be approved. Agreement for a transfer of 617 North Grand Boulevard to the City of St. Louis, together with the restricted appraisal report, special warranty deed with right of re-entry, and the quit claim deed. This agreement donates the land at 617 North Grand to the City of St. Louis. Recommends approval. From the Director of Health and Hospitals and Public Safety, recommendation that permit for St. Louis University to operate a dormitory with 326 rooms at 11 North Spring. Recommends approval subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Safety, we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board. I'm Bob Gordy. I'm zoning plan examiner for the City of St. Louis, and I'm representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. Per board order number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 6 applications: 4517 Idaho, 6725 Westway, 2839 Cherokee, 3315 Merrimack, 4301 McCree, and 1901 through 15 North Kings Highway. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
On 3315 Merrimack, just want to make sure that the operator has all the correct Missouri and city licenses required to operate a daycare.
Okay, we could add that. If it's not in there already, we'll add that as a condition.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions from the board? Okay. Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
Move to approve as presented.
Second. Have a motion to approve as presented and seconded. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Stobie.
Aye.
Director Watsman.
Aye.
Director Best.
Aye.
Director Rice Walker.
Aye.
Director Gray.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Approved. The only other action item on the agenda is a tabled item for Walter Rodriguez. I assume we're taking no action on that today? No action? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now call to order hearing number 8160, which is being conducted pursuant to Ordinance 61971 as codified by Chapter 11.72 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. Do either of the parties have any objection to the introduction of Exhibits GG and HH into evidence?
No objection. None.
Then at this time, the board, on its own motion, will receive the following exhibits into evidence. Exhibit GG, a photocopy of the public notice published in the City Journal on Tuesday, December 16th, 2014, noticing the hearing being conducted in front of the Board of Public Service on Tuesday, December 23rd, 2014 at 1:45 p.m. in room 208 of City Hall to consider the revocation of permit number 84777, New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc. And Exhibit HH, a photocopy of the public notice posted at 1411 Locust on December 11th, 2014, noticing the hearing being conducted in front of the Board of Public Service on Tuesday, December 23rd, 2014 at 1:45 p.m. in room 208 City Hall to consider the revocation of permit number 84777, New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc.
I'm not able to take it.
Who's talking?
I don't know.
Okay. The only people talking in this hearing are myself and the board members. I would like to open the floor at this time to the board members to discuss any issues the board members have regarding hearing number 8160.
Violation of sunshine law, not have public comment.
After reviewing the evidence by the parties, the board feels sufficient the grounds exist to find the operation of New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc. does or does not constitute a detriment to the neighborhood in which it is located. As such, I will call for a motion from the board finding that the operation of New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc. does or does not constitute a detriment to the neighborhood in which it is located.
Mr. President, I'd like to move that the operation of the New Life Evangelistic Center Incorporated does constitute a detriment to the neighborhood.
Mr. President,
I have a motion on the floor that it does constitute a detriment. I do have a motion on the floor that New Life Evangelistic Center does constitute a detriment to the neighborhood. Do I have a second?
second.
Okay, I have a second. I would now like to open it up for discussion of the board for any questions that you have. Are there any questions on this further discussion from the board? Okay. Seeing none, please call the roll.
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Waterman.
Aye.
Director Best. Aye. Director Rice Walker.
Aye.
Director Gray.
Abstain.
And President Bradley.
Aye. In light of the board's finding that the operation of New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc. does constitute a detriment to the neighborhood, pursuant to Ordinance 61971, as codified by Chapter 11.72 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis, sufficient grounds exist to take action against permit number 84777. At this time, I would like to ask the board to discuss our options on how we need to proceed forward. I would like to recommend that we consider giving New Life Evangelistic Center an opportunity to work through the issues that they currently have with the city and give them a date somewhere in the future by which they can cure the issues or reapply for a permit which actually represents the mission that they accomplish at that facility.
This is an unlawful meeting.
I would like to make a motion.
Okay, go ahead.
I move the board revoke permit 84777 issue to New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc., effective Tuesday, May 12, 2015, unless on or before the board's meeting on that date, New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc. has 1. Provided documentation to the board demonstrating that the New Life Evangelistic Center, Inc. has complied with the 32-day occupancy limit imposed by it by permit number 84777 for a period of no less than 3 days leading into May 12th. Documentation to the board demonstrating New Life Evangelistic Center.
We need to get some quiet in the room so we can conduct a public meeting.
Documentation to the board demonstrating that the New Life Evangelistic Center has obtained the necessary annual license to operate this facility 1411 Locust in accordance with all applicable laws, rules, and regulations of the city of St. Louis.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second that motion.
Is there any discussion to follow the motion? Okay. Seeing none, call the roll, please.
Director Scobie. Director Waterman. Director Best.
Aye.
Director Best.
Aye.
Director Rice Walker. Aye. Director Gray.
Abstain.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Approved. In the weeks to come, the board will issue its written decision. In the weeks to come, the board will issue its written decision. At this time, I would like to ask for a motion from the board to adjourn hearing number 8160. It's been motioned and seconded. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Waterman.
Aye.
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Best.
Aye.
Director Rice Walker.
Aye.
Director Gray.
Abstain.
And President Bradley.
Aye. I'd like to make it, I need a motion to accept the agenda, please.
So moved.
Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Walterman.
Aye.
Director Best.
Aye.
Director Rice Walker. Director Gray.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Agenda accepted. Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
All in favor?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.